Hi friends, this is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I want to welcome you to my channel, especially for you repeat offenders. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the shenanigans. For anyone that is new, just stopping by to lurk or check things out or just plain bored, welcome, welcome. I hope that you guys find this channel to be safe and healing, or at least amazing. And without further ado, we are going to be doing pick a card or pick a pile. So this is going to be pile number 1. This is going to be pile number 2 and pile number 3. All right, I will see you at your reading. Hi, pile number 1. All right, this is your reading, and we're here to find out what needs to heal, how you can heal, anything like that. So my beautiful pile number 1, the ones that selected this selenite pyramid, what do we need to know about our beautiful pile number 1s for their healing, mental welfare? I'm hearing balance, and I'm feeling generally a healing from a relationship. For most of you guys, it is going to be romantic, not for everybody. You can pick more than one pile, by the way. Healing for pile number 1, please show me now. Dreams. So you could be receiving some messages through your dreams. It's going to be a great time for you to keep a dream journal. It is pretty simple. I know that we all talk about dream journals, and it seems a little bit like, I don't know, burdensome to think, oh, I'm going to write down all my dreams. I personally like to keep a journal and write down like key elements when I do wake up. And sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm just going to remember, and I just don't remember. So I write down key things like how I was feeling and whatever it is that I saw. But this is tapping into your creativity. This is going to really help you. Also, if you notice her beautiful wings right here, I feel like this is going to help you elevate your game, help you to ascend. Even her wings, if you look closely, they almost look like crystals. So I feel like there is an element of you getting downloads and being in the dream state. Now, for some of you guys, you're not totally open to doing this kind of work, quote unquote, by yourself. It could be that like you don't have time, or you feel like it's just too much, or you're just not there yet for whatever reason. But Spirit's like, I will work with you to help you heal if that's what you really want. And so I love that for you. Some of you guys could be having some creative blocks at this point in time as well. So that is something to think about. Now, when you do log your dreams, it's going to be really important when you do have time to go ahead and kind of decode those at a later date. You know, not when you're like waking up, and obviously it's not going to work, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you have this dream and you jot down key points. So hopefully the next day you can kind of look at it and, you know, pull out themes and pull out ideas of what is going on. So if you're dreaming with a tiger, it could be like, you know, having to do with your mojo, your desire, your libido, or having that fierceness in you. What exactly are you going after? Or is it coming after you, kind of a thing? But the number 3 could also be important to you. Again, I feel like there's an element of like brain fog, or like cloudy mentality, almost kind of like you can't think through things. Now, this is going to be for 1 or 2 of you, and this is not a judgmental thing at all. Been there, done that. But for a couple of you, there's been just too much alcohol consumption, and it could be like when you wake up, you just literally feel like your brain is soaked in alcohol, almost like you just can't think straight whatsoever. In my personal story, I have actually had that experience many, many, many times in the past. So please know it is not a judgment. So if it pertains to you, take it for the spirit it was meant for. And if it doesn't, keep it moving, right? We don't take messages that aren't for us. Now, I want to state, like, even this tiger's paws are crossed over. And it's almost like, okay, what you want it's like you're not wanting to make a move towards it. You don't know how to make a move towards it, okay? So what else do we need to know? Let's get out the threads of fate. Healing. Oh, hi. Look at this. Soul work. Yes. I didn't even get the shuffle for real, but here we are. So there needs to be some soul work done. And it's going to take you visiting each and every little, is that honeycomb? I don't know what they're called, but these little cells, okay? And it's going to be really important not only to work in the quote 3D life, the real life, you know, your job and things like that, but to take little baby steps to do the work on your soul repair. Thinking about what it is that nourishes your soul as well. It could feel overwhelming at times, but there's so much help on YouTube and so many ideas that I feel like you can easily help yourself and get some assistance or even leverage through other people in the community as well. All right, so soul work, you can seek out a mentor or someone, follow someone's channel that does, you know, things like soul retrieval, shamanic drumming. That is not demonic, it's shamanic with a shaman. And so that can actually help you as well. Past life regression might be something that might be of interest to you, or you, in fact, might be someone that's into hypnotherapy or hypnotherapist, okay? So what else needs to come out here in order for us to get some healing, please? Healing for pile number 1. Show me now. Oh, I had it backwards. Get wild. Get wild. That's interesting. And then you have, actually, let me show you. You have the dinosaurs here. And so maybe you have been laying dormant, just kind of like asleep or doing things humdrum, and nothing different is turning for you. And I feel like if you start delving into your healing, things are going to get wild. Okay, let's not kid ourselves. And so healing can come about in many different ways, regardless of your situation. It could be having to do with your conscious work, right? Or doing shadow work, or any of those combination thereof. But there's something that is coming out of the grave, so to speak, that really needs to end a cycle for you in order to begin something completely new. And I just feel like doing small little bits of work, 10-minute meditations every day, a little bit of journaling every day, logging down your dreams daily, automatic writing for some of you. There's just a couple of different ideas. Taking a brisk walk, a 10-minute brisk walk every day, whatever the case may be, drinking more water, having a crystal that you have an affinity for. And in fact, let's talk about the selenite. Selenite can be really cleansing, really peaceful, really helpful as well. So all of these things are just little ideas that might be of assistance to you, okay? What else do we need in order to achieve some healing for my pile number 1, please? We're going to go with the good tarot. Now, this is always kind of a nice, beautiful deck. Pretty healing vibe. So, oh, hi. Hi, True of Water. We're going to put you back and see if you come back out. So, healing for my pile number 1, please. What do we need to know for healing messages for pile number 1? What about the dreams? Why are these cards on the board? Show me now. Getting your mojo back. I feel like you've hit a point in stagnation where everything feels humdrum, everything feels repetitive, nothing new is going on. Things are going okay. It's not like you can say, oh, you know, this is horrible, but there's just a monotony. Even this has a vibration of being a little bit monotonous. And so in order to break out of that monotony is doing some soul work. This is a perfect opportunity to focus on your inner fire and bring about indeed that fire. So I just happen to flip this over and I'm taking this card as well. I'm seeing the world. So with this card, the get wild card, because it's got like dinosaur skulls on there. Can you say skulls or skeleton? I don't know, whatever. But basically this is something that you are going to be unearthing, or it's going to really help you go down a little bit like the rabbit hole, getting in tune more with yourself. And it's going to put an end to a lot of this monotony, a lot of this like, what else do I have to look forward to? Nothing. I think that it is going to really unlock the key to your intuition as well. You have been blocked. Look, this moon sort of looks like the fire behind the King of Fire. And so I think that you have a lot of good things coming. And look, this breaks down to vibration of number 3, just like the dream card underneath this. And so it's going to be really important that you focus on, I keep hearing soul retrieval. This is going to be for 1 or 2 people out there, okay? But for the rest of you, it's just really opening up a new world and realizing that it's not simply like what exists out here in the 3D and what you can see with your eyes. And now that with, you know, global events and like all the restrictions and everything else, we could really be even tied mentally and emotionally and spiritually feeling trapped. And so it's going to be really important for you to kind of, you know, uncover and unearth some things of old. Even some of you guys are going to be getting in touch more with your genealogy. Now, for 1 of 2 of you, you are looking for, I'm hearing birth parents. So you could be going down that rabbit hole and really exploring if you had an adoption, you didn't know who your biological parents were or are. That is going to be part of your journey as well. That'll be for 1 or 2 of you, okay? So what else do we need to know? I feel like you're going to retrieve your fire. You're going to find your desire, your passion, and it's going to help you to feel renewed. I feel like it's going to be that spark that you need. Okay. And when you do, we got a jumper here. So we've got the Hermit card. That is going to help you to go within in a deeper way. Now, going within, this is, you know, we are talking about soul retrieval and doing some inner work, shadow work. So we have 5 keys up here. I don't know if you can see them, but we have 5 keys, and that is going to really help you to unlock and unearth things that belong to you to begin with, that you haven't ever visited or you didn't think you were capable of, or you had no way of knowing. So it's going to really unlock and help elevate your game. And once again, I'm being told to reference the wings on this. So I feel like combination of dream work, of hypnosis, hypnotherapy, of meditation, and things like that are going to really help you elevate your game. It's going to be a balm for your soul. It's going to break through the monotony. It's going to break through the fog. You are going to have a new break in the day, okay, with this. And these are things that are like been buried within you that you don't even necessarily know about. And they could be things that you maybe thought about before and never really pursued. But whatever the case may be, oh my gosh, I'm ending it right here. Look, this is your card. Whatever the case may be, it is incredibly beautiful. Look, you have the sun crowning this reading. And so for pile number 1, again, don't be afraid of shadow work. I know it can sound a little bit intimidating or scary. If you want more information, do put that in the comments so I know you're even interested. Sometimes doing readings like that is just, you know, I know maybe 1 or 2 people might be interested, but it's hard to even know. So if you need help with some shadow work, if you'd like videos on that too, I'm more than willing to kind of tailor and custom and do something different as well. But this is going to be a number 19. So eventually you'll find your passion. You are going to be really sitting pretty, whether you're a guy or a girl, doesn't make a difference. With the sun coming out, everything's super radiant. I feel like your heart chakra is going to be open once again. You could be feeling shut down, in fact, right about now. But with this radiance, you are going to feel almost like a bride ready for the groom, that kind of a thing. I feel like you're going to have a lot of people looking at you, looking towards you, and look at all the blue-green in the back. And it's almost like the fog is a little bit being referenced here, but it's lifting. And so the connection to this is like you need to be more connected to your heart center is for our pile number 1. So the connection between your 3D life, your real world, and your day-to-day activities and your heart, there's been like a shortage or like a miscommunication or something is going on, that your heart is actually kind of shut down. So that's the biggest takeaway from this reading, actually. And so once you get into contact with that again, by these methods that we did discuss, it's going to open up new doors. You're going to find new talent, new passions. You're going to find your mojo again. Here is your heart being reflected, and you're going to see lights and sparks and excitement once again. You're going to find the juice of life. Okay, I don't know why I call it that, but here we are. So if you like this reading, do smash that like button, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for sticking around. And if this is where we part ways, you have a great day. Namaste. If you chose the Pyrite Pyramid, pile number 2, this is your reading. Show me what I need to see for my pile number 2 friends, please. Anything that's going to be helpful, offer hope, wisdom, guidance. Show me what I need to see for my beautiful pile number 2, please. Show me now. Inner child. So this has to do with inner child work. Now, the first thing that I'm noticing, and you probably can tell as well, is this almost looks like a belt, but I feel like it's more being tied up, okay? So I feel like you have some inner child wounds that haven't been addressed. I'm looking at the frog here. This could be talking about a relationship that is simply saying that you have kissed a lot of frogs, and the reason why you've perhaps made bad choices in love is because you have some inner child wounds that need healing. So we're going to get in deeper with this, okay? I knew that this pile was going to be different. I could just feel it. So for my pile number 1s, number 2, I feel like you also have, because there's a lot of yellow in here, and she's submerged in water. It's like your solar plexus isn't really cleared right now. Your solar plexus is being blocked, and that is your will, your desire. Like, you don't have a clear, this is what I want and I'm going after it fire. You could potentially have, this is what I want, but there's a lot of emotion, a lot of being submerged, a lot of the unknowns emotionally, and therefore it blocks you mentally, spiritually, and in the 3D world. So if we're not clear and we're not making clear steps, then this chakra is blocked indeed. And so there's a need for you maybe to do some root chakra work to get you really grounded, to get the energy moving, and that's going to really help you to feel safe. Now, I do feel like there's an element of restriction here. The number 16 reduces to number 7. And so that to me is a really spiritual number. And I feel like you have, again, a lot of talents that you cannot showcase, that you have kept hidden, perhaps because you've been with toads and frogs. I don't know. We'll find out, okay? So what else do we need to know? What needs to heal, please, for my beautiful pile number 2, the Pyrite Pyramid? Why is the inner child here? Please show me now. Oh. The Seeker. So you are indeed on a quest. You're indeed on a quest. You are a seeker. You could actually be a seer. But I feel like this inner child needs to come out to play in order to help you to be able to receive the little bits and shards that we are given, maybe even initially when you first start your awakening. But honestly, it's not even, and I hope you realize I'm not talking down to you at all. I personally, when Spirit gives me, for example, last night, Spirit's like, oh, I want to show you this, this, and this. And I'm like, no, I just can't. It's just too much for me. And so I feel overwhelmed. I do get overwhelmed. And I do feel like I need to be given just bits and pieces. And then I need to be able to kind of implement that in my life, or into the world that I'm looking at, and then slowly be able to integrate more. So I can't be one of those people that don't give me the whole kit and caboodle, the whole damn cake, because I don't know what to do with it. I just need a little bit at a time, okay? So we all have to start out somewhere. Nobody is perfect with anything. And as with spirituality, there is no, oh, you know, these people are like more spiritual than you. I personally feel like that's a load of crap, and that is extremely prideful. My point of view on things is like, I've been really fortunate and I worked really hard to learn and understand where I'm at now, but I can learn from everybody and anybody. Okay, so I don't know why this came up, but I hope that you are feeling a little bit less restricted, especially my channel is intended for everybody, just to feel like there is a safe place. And listen, we've all kissed a lot of toads, at least I have. I've kissed a lot of toads, and in my head I heard a lot of snakes, by the way. So some of you guys have had some really rough times in love, and this has made you feel constricted, confined, choosing people that don't support you, don't allow you to express your inner child. And this could be things such as like dancing or being silly or being free, and you have been bound. And I also feel like her lips are kind of like pressed together. She doesn't have duct tape on her face or anything, but I feel like a lot of you guys also have your voices silenced by perhaps someone, by a toad around you, okay? Or maybe even through childhood, you were not allowed to express yourself. And so even now, even though there's no threat of anyone saying, well, what the heck's wrong with you for saying that or acting like that, or aren't you too old to XYZ, there is so much healing in play, and I feel like you need to return to that play. And perhaps you have this like toad in your mind that's a constant judge, and now this toad has become a part of you, even if this is like a critical parent or a critical brother, sister, auntie, or grandparent, who knows, right? If this doesn't pertain to lovers. And for others of you, you are really kind of shut down and bound by this toad. I'm feeling that heavily. So what do we need to know about our pile number 3? I'm gonna take this because it's all kind of crooked in there. Self-love, what? Yes. You need some self-love. Love yourself first. You can't love anyone else until you start having some love for yourself. And I know it's like, especially those of you that are nurturers, whether you're women or not, men can certainly be nurturers, but it's going to be real important that sorry, I'm gathering my thoughts, that you really realize that all of the love and things that you've given to other people, it's not that it wasn't true love. It's almost like there's a need to medicate by giving to other people to earn that love, that acceptance, and to have it somehow reciprocated. And so when we love our children more than we love ourselves, I do feel like that it's a natural tendency. But in your case, I do feel like you've been bound, like, oh, that's selfish to love yourself or selfish to take care of yourself. Everybody else has to come first. And I am a person of that cloth too. I think in my mind, I'm like, well, there's a need, and that's a fire alarm in my life too. When in reality, I need to take care of myself. You need to take care of yourself, and that we raise children, we raise people around us, and we have relationships and friends, not so that they're codependent on us and look to us to put our needs on the back burner. And indeed, once a back burner just never gets addressed, okay? So my point is that people will take, and not think twice about it, but you need to heal your inner child and start out with self-love. If you enjoy getting your nails done, then go do that. If you enjoy pedicure, go do that. If you enjoy soaking in a bathtub for an hour and a half, go do that. If you enjoy candles and soft music and meditating until you fall asleep nightly, then go do that. You know, it's going to be different for everyone, the forms of self-love. If you enjoy like brushing your hair with 100 strokes with a Boar's brush or whatever, you know, that's going to be a thing. But if you enjoy being out with nature and with trees and connecting to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and all of that, that's going to be important for you. Then make it a priority. And, you know, because your people are used to perhaps you preparing meals or you being there all the time, doesn't mean that you cannot take time out to nurture that inner child and unrope yourself, unbind yourself. Okay, it's going to be really important to do those things for yourself. What? I just happened to look down. Look, I split the cards and we have love and power. Okay, so doing these things, very small steps. It could be that people in your life wind up being a little bit confused, like, what the hell? Like, you know, if you're a parent, for example, mom, mom, who's gonna make dinner? Well, you got 2 hands, they ain't broke last time I checked. Oh, you're 5 and you have, you know, an adult watching you. They can prepare a meal, or you can leave something pre-prepared. I don't know, but there are ways around it to really help that as well. Okay, something you can just grab from the fridge. Just different ideas like that. Okay, you can put one sibling in charge for a couple hours to help out if that is a thing, or have a friend come over and babysit. But whatever the case may be, it's going to be really important that you have compassion, the same compassion that you have with other people, with your family, with friends, whatever. You have to have that same form of self-love, because if not, you're on a path to self-destruction. I'm just going to say this is what's coming through, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm getting. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So if you're not embracing things that your spirit is saying, hey, I need to drink more water, I need some more me time, I need a massage, I'm all knotted up, and I need to go by myself and have a good cry, I need an empty house so I can even think clearly. So whatever it is that your inner child is needing, I need to color, I need to draw, I need to sing, I need to spin, I need to work out, I need to trip, I need to get out in nature, whatever the case may be, make those a priority, and that you'll find your personal power, and it will give you greater ability to love others around you. That is the main point to this reading, okay? So it's not selfish. It's going to help you to unbind yourself. I do feel like you have a really clear heart. Like, people know that you will do whatever it takes to love them and to give to them. And so now it's just going to be time to give and love you. I'm going to go ahead and take some cards from the Good Tarot as well. And so I'd like to know more about the healing path for my pile number 2, my Pyrite Pyramid. This is also going to help you in unlocking and separating from judgmental parents. The Pyrite is really powerful for that. So I feel like that can help you, or just even a spouse. You'll find your own personal power and the ability to just say no and draw boundaries that are healthy for you, and therefore make everyone else feel healthy and safe as well. Okay, so what else do we need to know for pile number 2, please? Pile number 2 for healing. Why is the inner child, and why are all these cards out here, please? Show me now. Love, 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 love. Love that. Yes, it's a vibration number 6. This one wanted to come out as well. And 6 of fire. Look, you are going to be looked upon differently once you start this path of like self-love, of taking care of yourself. People actually, okay, let me just reel it back for just a second. Okay, I'm just going to say that we assign meaning to everything. For example, those really beautiful shoes that have, are they Jimmy shoes? I don't even know right now. It's really sad. But the beautiful shoes that women go crazy over, that the bottom is all red. And we all know they're expensive, even though I'm not obviously a name brand person because I could care less. But what I'm going with that is basically, I have no idea. So we assign importance to these shoes that have the bottoms that are like red, painted red or whatever, because they're name brand and they're super expensive, and yeah, they're cute. And so we assign them a dollar amount, like, wow, these are worth, their value is super high. Or with a bag, we're like, okay, this is valued at thousands of dollars, plural, right? but another person can look at the same bag and go, oh yeah, I don't like that at all. And so it's all about like what we value. And once you value yourself, I feel like people are going to start looking at you with a lot more love, a lot more acceptance. The number 6 right here is going to help elevate your game. Not that we're playing a game, we're talking about healing. I don't feel like you guys are that kind of people, but I feel like you have like divine protection here. There's a lot of golds in here. A lot of you guys could be Leos, Sag, fire signs anyways, Sagittarius, but you're going to have a lot of admirers. I feel like you do already, but the more that I heard like from the Doreen virtue, self-respect makes you more attractive. And so the 6 of fire is a lot of admirers around you, a lot of mojo, if you will. Okay, a lot of excitement, a lot of being able to step into your power, which is the fundamental message here is freeing your inner child. Let her or him out and be who you really are. Embrace your inner beast, your inner goddess, your inner god, and you can move forward. People might be a little bit shocked at this, but that's too damn bad. So I'm just going to say, I'm all about supporting you. Much love to you. If this reading does resonate, smash that like button, like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm also going to ask you if you have any needs as far as like how to heal or any ideas for me or any questions, go ahead and put those in the comment. Or if you have any help for other people, that would be great for you to put in comments. Obviously, most people don't comment, especially on my channel, but it's great for you guys to help each other because we're supposed to be a community and a tribe. So anyways, that is my intent, and with much love to you. Hope that helps. Namaste. Hi, pile number 3 or pyramid number 3. If you chose that pile with this beautiful, beautiful pyramid, I'm going to actually move it this way. Hopefully you can see that. This is your reading. Oh no. I hate when the light just hits it just right or just wrong. However, okay. So, for my pile number 3. Pile number 3. We've got some healing for thee. What does my pile number 3 need to know? Hi there. Ooh, how teachable are you? So this landed on its side. And I almost look at her face and she's a little bit like disgusted, a little bit disdainy. That's not a word, but she's looking at the violin with a little bit of disdain, and it came out sideways. So it could be that sometimes you feel like you're really teachable and open, and other times you're like, oh, I already know that. And we get that snobby effect, which I've been guilty of. Let's not kid ourselves, right? So this is a little bit about even that can cause you some anxiety because that leaves you shut down for new growth. I'm just gonna say, okay. So for our pile number 3, please, our beautiful pile number 3, what is the how teachable are you? What do we need to heal, please? What do we need to heal for pile number 3? Show me now. What? Sexual arts. Okay, I did not see that coming at all. So, this could be for some of you guys that are feeling sexually repressed or have nothing going on, or in your partnership, whether it be a marriage and dating or things like that, sex has lost its luster. And it's a desire to, there's a need for change here. So maybe you're not being fulfilled. Maybe your partner isn't being fulfilled with your sex life at this point in time. And if you're not partnered, obviously, or if there's no one in your life right now, then this could just be like, okay, well, I have nothing going on. I mean, basically, okay. So number 33, I just always think, I'm like, okay, we're 1 3 away from like duplicating that number into the 9, obviously, and having an incredible creative potential. But the 3 3, I'm just being drawn through. I feel like some of you guys are having a phase or a point in time where you're not collaborating, cooperating, or you're not being open. Like perhaps your partner's saying, well, this, and you're like, no, I'm not doing that. Or I didn't know how to do that. Why are you talking to me about that? So I don't know if that's your case. I didn't realize this was going to be 18 and up, but here we are. And then for the rest of you, I feel like just the 3 and individual 3, you're looking for someone perhaps like to cooperate with you in order to have even a hi there. Okay, we're taking these since they just wanted to jump out for you. In order to want a love life or sex life or anything romantic like that. And yet you're like, well, I already know that. I already know that. Off and on. So then we have alchemy and entrapment. So yeah, we need to create an alchemy and to get back in touch with having a clear sense of self, understanding when you're teachable and when you're not, and being even purified by fire, even hearing the truth when we don't want to hear. A clear quartz could really be helpful for you, my friend, at this point in time. It could really open up the doorway for you and help you to achieve that alchemy, okay? 5, 6, 7, that is getting in touch with your spirit and spirituality. You could be somebody who can scry, even looking at fire and scrying, you know, seeing visions and stuff in the fire, which is something that I very first did when I was 4 years old. And so I don't know, that's maybe for 1 or 2 people, but basically getting in contact and getting clear on what it is that you want. Because right now you just feel trapped and entrapped. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, that is a very spiritual number. But what this is, you see, this is like the plague, the doctor plague that's coming out. And it almost seems like there is kind of like a cloud here, almost like another invisible monster with him. Like we need more monsters in this card, right? But it could just feel like you're entrapped. It's like maybe your partner's saying, okay, I want something different, and you're like, yeah, I'm not having it. I don't want to learn that. I don't want to do that. Okay, so some alchemy, we're going to put the alchemy in the center, needs to change. Something needs to really transcend in order for you to really feel, once again, like you are healing, like you are growing. This could also be feeling, I feel like for 1 or 2 of you, that once you do have actual sex with your partner, that when they leave or they get out of bed, or you just feel like, what the hell was that for? Like it wasn't fulfilling. Okay. So there's a lot of different things that you can go to, different websites and different things to explore. And I'm all about like the whole idea of like cosplaying. I think that's super fun. It's a great way to bring variety into your marriage, into your partnership, without bringing another person in there. Just saying that might be for 1 or 2 of you. But so there is, I feel like, an element of, okay, well, I know and I don't want to know. I don't want to learn anymore, or I don't want to hear it. But you could definitely spice things up. And have a different mindset, but still be true to you, okay? So I feel like just getting even real with what it is that you're feeling. What you need sexual healing. What else can I think during this reading? That's all I see. And voicing what it is that you want, what it is that you don't want. And also, like, she appears to be offering something. And I feel like in this case, you are not offering any solution or any ideas, like, oh, here, from a real place. You're like, okay, let's just get it over with. This might be for 1 or 2 people. I don't know what the deal is, right? But for sexual arts, this could really go into like tantric sex, kundalini, having, I don't know, just a whole different mindset. And sexual arts doesn't even necessarily have to be a partner. Like for me, I have no partner, no nothing. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, okay, you're together in order to have this. I mean, the biggest organ in sex is your brain. And so if you have someone that you've been talking to, or if your partner is away or lives in different country, city, state, whatever, it could be that you have some creative play, some creative role play. Maybe you do a quote Zoom meeting or something like that, and you know, act different parts out. I don't know your life, but there's a lot to be done without me getting explicit. Maybe I'll do an explicit one later. But anyways, so alchemy, we need to transmute that. So let's find out a little bit more about this. this sexual healing, because I feel like there's some repressed energy, some things that are kind of weighing you down that you're not free to express how you're feeling. So for my pile number 3, this one for alchemy, please. Show me now. Movement. There needs to be movement, and maybe even getting your energy moving within your body. We talked about Kundalini awakening, things like that, or tantric, sex tantric energy. But it could be just even getting your body moving, because you have some stagnation as far as, I feel like in your chakras, well, we chose the blue, so you need to really speak your truth, but I feel like this has been hemmed in and weighing you down. There's some purples here. Maybe you're getting some downloads that you're not accepting, some truths that you're not wanting to deal with or wanting to vocalize, okay? So all of these things could be a hindrance if you're not really being open with your partner, but getting those things movement within your own personal energetic field is going to help heal the situation first and foremost. What else do we need to know for my pile number 3, please? Pile number 3. How do we get an alchemy and movement in order to heal? Pile number 3 with the sexual arts, with sexual healing. Show me now. And so this could also be it just dawned on me, I'm someone who's repressed sexually, energetically, and has some issues with like being molested or being sexually abused, physically abused. So all of these issues could be something that even after the act can leave you feeling the same way as you did back then, okay? Even if you're out of the situation. So there needs to be some soul work to be done, some soul retrieval, some healing, okay? The pillar, and that is going to be the pillar for you to go back in and maybe even speak to a therapist, and be able to get the help that you need to unlock that, okay? Because here we have this energy in this snake that needs to be awakened within you. There is some soul work, soul retrieval. It's going to take little bits at a time of you piecing together and doing a little bit of work at a time and just saying, okay, maybe I'm ready to, for example, write a love letter or a sexy text or a racy text, or maybe I'm willing to send a selfie that is a little bit racier than I ever would, or maybe I'm willing to, you know, kind of like freelance something like an audio version of something that might turn your partner on, or that kind of a thing. But there needs to be some work also in your personal healing in this wound, whatever this is that left you feeling like the plague was coming for you, maybe during the middle of the night, if you were a child, or if you were in a partnership where a situationship where they really took liberties with your mind, your body, and therefore your soul. So that needs to be healed as well, clearly. So this is going to be the pillar and the fundamental basis of your reading today, and this is going to help you in order to connect. It's going to be a pillar to help you connect energetically with other people and to open yourself up, because I feel like energetically you found yourself in this place before. This is not new to you, and yet you have been unable or unwilling to deal with it. And actually, I'm just going to say a little bit of both. Sometimes you feel like yes, and sometimes no, because how teachable are you did land on its side. And so I'm just going to say that at times you're like, oh, okay, I got this, and then I'm going to do the work, and then it just becomes too much, all right? So that's going to be a pillar and a foundation for you to be able to receive healing that you need. What else do we need to know, please? For our pile number 3, show me now. Dare to dream. You can have a different life, a life where you experience fulfillment. Look, this eagle's claw, I don't even know if that's really what it is, but they're talons. And for all I know, it could be chicken, right? But in my mind, it's an eagle. And so this is an eagle that has its talons around a diamond. And I cannot help but feel, I'm going to move these cards so we can talk a little bit. I can't help but feel, look at how powerful this is. She has this clear quartz right here, and I almost feel like that is a little bit of a nod to her working with crystals, to being transparent, to expressing how it is that she is feeling or thinking, and that this diamond will be easily grasped by the eagle. I feel like that is going to, and it's a good thing, not like it's going to be snatched from you or anything, but I think that this is like what's going to put you in the best position possible, that you are going to get the help that you need. I feel like it's going to lead you into that eureka moment. And with eagles, they fly high, they can see things from a higher perspective. And so I feel like this is a gem basically that you need to grasp in order to be able to give more of yourself to other people. And open up, because that is just really, really difficult. And if this is your story, I just want to apologize, because I've been there too. I too had a lot of sexual abuse growing up, and so if this is you, much love to you and much healing. Obviously, you're going to need more than just a little reading from little old me, but there is help to be had, and you can feel this this free to express yourself. So I want to leave you with that encouragement. You can be free to express your desire and not feel like this, almost like you're trying to hide and pull away from a situation or a person that you don't want to deal with, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And so she's even wearing blue. This is the ability to speak your truth. And when you can say, you know what, I don't want this, don't come at me wearing that mask, don't come at me, you know, in that kind of a way. I know it's your thing, but you need to allow me to express myself. That's not my thing. This is my thing. Instead, I want you to come at me with softness, with a feather, with gentle hands, with tender words, and then you can build upon that. That's going to help your communication and your relationship to elevate. Okay, I love this card. This is so beautiful. So sexual arts, I think that also this will tap into your creativity as well. So sacral chakra is going to be a clue for you. It's a way for you to get in touch again with movement, because we have that movement card that I just put back. And so the sacral chakra is going to help you. Things like dancing, things like belly dancing or regular dancing, whatever. Two-step, and I don't really care, will get that energy moving for you and help you feel more in your body and not entrapped any longer. And while doing that, sorry about the camera shake, is also speaking your truth. Okay, that's going to be really, really important for you, especially to voice your truth, to voice what it is that you do like and you do not like. Because a lot of us that have had, you know, sexual transgressions or whatever you want to call it, issues with our childhood and or any kind of abuse or trafficking, or, you know, I don't know your situation, this can really hamper us and hold us back from experiencing like a full and complete relationship. So enjoying all aspects of it is what I was trying to say, but I went about it the long way. So there is blue right here. You are going to be able to express yourself. And I feel like when you do, you will be even more loved and pedestal and endeared. And of course, again, for those of you not partnered, such as myself, this will still help you, okay, to build and to unlock and be released from those wounds. Those wounds will probably always be there, but you can move beyond them and grow through them and be able to express something new instead of being still trapped into the same old crap that you were initially put into. So much love to you, and I'm so sorry if this is your story, but if you want to see anything else of this nature on this channel, please do leave me a comment. And again, this is a community that we're trying to build. So with much love to you, I hope that this helps. I hope you found some healing and some comfort. Namaste.